All right, Dylan, thanks a lot. Taking in and caring for rescues, that's what animal shelters do, but that task has become overwhelming as shelters are seeing an increase in pet surrenders. The overflow is putting a strain on everything from the workers to the food supply.
And our Desmond Matthews talks to a local shelter about how they've adjusted over the past couple of years, and he has our story.
Animal shelters across the area are overflowing with dogs and cats. Many have been left behind by people they once knew as family.
The owner surrenders are coming from a home and being loved and then thrown into a shelter environment. So they do the worst here. It's the hardest on them. It breaks our heart the most, these owner surrenders. They don't come in here and thrive.
Neely Bryan is the director of Clay County Animal Shelter. She says shelters across the country are seeing the same influx of animals. Clay County's animal shelter can hold 70 cats and 70 dogs. Right now they're at the maximum number of cats and over nearly 20 dogs. Bryan says they've seen those numbers climb over the last 2 years.
I've heard that it's like for 2 years dogs weren't getting spayed and neutered during COVID. Lots of vets were shut down. Lots of dogs were adopted during COVID, and now there's tons of returns.
An increase in dogs and cat leads to less pet food. Cat food hasn't been too much of a problem, but finding and getting dog food is a challenge.
I've been very fortunate. We work with a rescue bank from the Greater Good. So I drive up to Memphis and we'll get like 2 pallets of food from up there. And so then we mix it with the base food that we use.
Bryan encourages people contemplating surrendering their animals to reconsider keeping them, or perhaps finding another family that is able to keep and care for them. She says helping to control the population is something all pet owners can do.
The number one most important thing that we can do for the animal kingdom and to lessen the suffering on planet Earth is to spay and to neuter.
In Clay County, Desmond Matthews, WCBI News.
Bryan encourages people to adopt, volunteer, or donate to help their local animal shelter.